next in Pennsylvania. Hi, Kevin.
Hey, how you doing, Hank? Good to talk to you.
It's nice to talk to you.
Good. I have a question for you. What are ghosts, and how do I make sense of them with the Bible and everything?
Well, you know what I like to say is that ghosts exist only in mythology. However, demons are more than happy to feed on our unbiblical delusions, and demons are all too real. So a ghost is something that, again, is the stuff of mythology, not good biblical theology. And if we lose the ability to think Christianly, we will quickly be transformed from cultural change agents and initiators into cultural conformists and imitators, from God bearers to Ghostbusters. I mean, that was a movie a long time ago. Pretty funny, actually, but we end up getting stuck in the cultural malaise as opposed to, again, thinking Christianly. So I've written about this in a book called Afterlife. Bottom line is, look, there is no such thing as a ghost. What happens when you die is you're absent from the body, present with the Lord as a believer. And while the veil, through the resurrection of Jesus Christ, between this world and the next world has been pierced, nonetheless, those who have gone on before us, the great cloud of witnesses, do not come back and inhabit this world as ghosts that can torment us. You find this in the movies, you find this in fiction, but not in a Christian worldview.
I understand that, Hank, but I saw one. So how do I reconcile what I saw? And I'm a believer. I mean, I understand. I read the Bible, but I saw one.
Well, the question now becomes, what did you see? Did you see a ghost? Well, first of all, what would a ghost be? A ghost would be someone that returns from the dead, but the ghost does not have any physicality. Now, God can give the non-physical aspect of our humanity physicality if He wants to, but that's not normative, which is to say, the witch of Endor could not physically raise Samuel from the dead. I happen to be in Samuel right now, so I was just listening to that particular account. But the reality is, God, despite the witch of Endor, could give Samuel physical appearance. But that, again, is something that only God can do, and do for His own purposes. But what we have in Scripture is a pretty clear indication that God does not bring the dead back into the land of the living. The story in Luke 16, again, is very appropriate to this question, in that the rich man in torment wanted to send Lazarus back. He wanted Abraham to send Lazarus to warn his brothers that they would not come to a place of torment such as what he was experiencing. What was the answer? The answer was, they have Moses and the prophets. If they don't believe that, they're not going to believe even if someone rises from the dead. So again, I think that the idea of ghosts is mythology. However, Satan can masquerade through delusions and otherwise as an angel of enlightenment. He can play upon our emotions. He can play upon our imagination. And thus, I think it's important for us to test what you see in light of the biblical worldview. So even if an angel appears to you and preaches a message other than the message we preach to you, says the Apostle Paul, let him be accursed, because that angel, again, is a false delusion.
All right, Hank, I appreciate your time. I thank you.
You got it, Kevin. I appreciate your call and your willingness to, these are tough things. When you experience something and you genuinely believe you saw what you saw, and then someone is telling you, look, you didn't see what you saw, that's a tough thing. But this is the very thing that we have to be tough about. We need to test all things in light of Scripture and then hold fast to the good. Because the Scriptures will help us contextualize our experiences. They give us the precepts It gives us the precepts and the principles by which we can live, not by might nor by power, but by His Spirit.